Good days, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna take a look at 8-Bit Armies, the new game by Petroglpyh. Currently we're playing a beta build, so things might change, but I think this is good enough to give a good impression about how the game is shaping up and what we can expect. So far I've been playing the single player, the multiplayer, and I have to admit I had lots of fun. Well, at first just take a look at the main menu, at the options. Just the basic settings here. The graphics, windowed, borderless window, always nice for recording and that sort of stuff. Not that advanced, but good enough to have everything in place. The music and key bindings. And it actually can be changed, which is something which is nice. A lot of games do not have this feature, so it's nice to have. A lot of stuff you can change, so that's a pro for this game. So what's the selling point for 8-Bit Armies? You've got the campaign. During the beta, the missions reset for me. I actually was at mission 12 or 13 or something, so I've been playing around for a bit. The missions are fun, but a bit, how do you say that? A bit of the same. Destroy this, destroy that. Just look at this. Destroy enemy HQ, destroy all enemy structures, stay alive. So this is a different, but the secondary objective is destroy enemy's HQ. The fun part here is that if you get 3 stars, you will get extra starter items for the next mission. So if you ever get stuck, you can always get back, replay the mission, so you get an advantage early on. So far I think there will be 25 missions when the game is released, so plenty of stuff to toy around with. Although a bit much of the same, I actually enjoyed playing the single player, so no complaints there. The actually fun part I want to mention is the co-op campaign. You can queue up with a friend and play 2v2 against, well, you've got different kinds of stuff here. Destroy enemy structures, don't produce rocket infantry. Really tough missions. I think I did this mission 4 or 5 times before I completed it. I mean, you have to complete it in 10 minutes and you cannot produce rocket infantry. And rocket infantry, it's no surprise, is really strong against tanks. So the single player is solid. It's really solid. Just playing alone, you've got 25 missions, and it's even better when you have a friend. I think there are about 10 missions which are really hard. So based on that alone, it's already a good buy. Well, next to the single player, you also got the multiplayer and the skirmish. The servers are a bit empty for now as the game is released tomorrow, so I'm just gonna jump into a skirmish and just play a bit. Let's see, what map shall we pick? Well, as you can see, there are a few maps, but the developers already said that they will release more maps when the game is released, so no worries about that. There are plenty of maps available right now, so enough to choose from. Let's just pick a 2-player map. Just a regular AI, and not gonna be bullier. Green against pink, you know, for the ladies that are watching. We've got a few different modes. Standard is destroy all structures except turrets, destroy every lost unit and structure, and destroy HQ. Let's go with the standard one. So you start with 3 units.
Constructing.
And as you see, you just have the bare minimum of buildings. So the refinery, the power plant, barracks, war factory, airfields, tech lab, and the more advanced structures.
Refinery complete. Constructing. Structure sold.
And if you look at the units, 3 infantry, your harvester, armored car, which is good against infantry, your tank, and artillery. That's it. And a few air units. But that's what you have to deal with and defeat the enemy. Not complex, no upgrades, nothing too advanced. This might sound boring, but this is something that is so awesome. If you look back at the gold Command & Conquer days,
complete.
we didn't have like millions of options and millions of things. Just a few units and fight. Well, one thing that is in this game is crushing. Like the tanks, they can crush infantry.
Motor pool
and
complete.
harvesters as well. So you can imagine the dogfight continuously will go on.
Constructing.
So just building up my eco now. From my multiplayer games I've learned that 2 harvesters is probably the best for now.
Refinery complete.
I'm not entirely sure about that though,
Low
but
power.
it's a new game, so who knows.
Constructing.
You,
Structure sold.
at the moment you get 50% back.
Harvester under
Oh, I want to show the crushing. How awesome is this? I really miss this in the new games.
Complete.
So great.
Low power.
Anyway, so you can imagine that if you build the tanks, you're in the mid game, that crushing is a viable part, because rocket infantry is quite strong against tanks, but I mean, if your infantry is getting crushed, what can you do?
Low power.
Not that much, exactly. So I've got a pretty stable economy right now,
Power plant.
and you think,
complete.
okay, what to do next? Well, there are 2 options. Either you go another barracks or another war factory. This enables you to build units faster.
Constructing.
Just take a look at the units. When it's completed, I think it will train 25% faster. So it's good to have more barracks.
Complete.
You see, instantly going faster. So it's important to have a steady economy, and so you can produce a lot of units and work with that. Currently I'm trying to stretch my buildings, like I'm moving down here to here, and I'm trying to move to this resource node. Let's see, there was a spot here. Yeah, there is.
Constructing.
So basically this is the early game. You can poke a bit. As you can see, the armored cars are pretty fast. Normally against a human player you would poke a bit more, but I'm talking now and I'm not really used to shooting videos.
Motor pool complete.
So you have to work with me here. I'm just trying to do my best. As you can see as well, the units are moving, so the response time is so great. Let's see. Oh, you need vision as well. I'm missing vision here. So if you have no vision, you cannot place down structures. Let's see. We're getting there. So in a bit, I will just show how the units perform. I mean, you've got the armored cars. They're great against infantry, but they're weak against building. There's no way I can win this. The rocket infantry, see, ripping through my army.
Power plant complete.
They have quite a lot of units, by the way, so I need to produce a bit more.
Power plant under attack.
This is the tech structure.
Constructing.
With the tech structure, it enables you to build tanks and the engineer. And the engineer actually repairs infantry and tanks. So it's just your basic healing unit. Pretty advanced unit and pretty strong. People in multiplayer tend to forget to build them, but I think it should be part of your attack force. I'm floating a lot of money, so I think economy wise we're good, but I'm just gonna place this down to be sure. So at this point I can choose either to expand or tech up, or build more barracks and war factories.
Refinery
My regular
complete.
tanks are done. You might wonder why every time 5 units are queued up, if you hold control it will add 5 units to the queue, but a single press will add 1. Oh yeah, tanks construct buildings as well. Look at the rampage here. Pretty great. Let's see. You've got defense turrets as well. the machine gun turrets, which I think is available after you build the barracks. Yeah, it says there, machine gun turret. And the rocket turret, great against ground or air targets, and it's probably needed if you're on the defense. I will show some
Constructing.
helicopters now. Let's just attack with this army. Just to poke a bit, show a bit.
Air control complete.
When you play multiplayer, the dogfights, when you have an armor composition like this, combined with your infantry behind it, it's great. A few units moving in like this, trying to crush your infantry, in the meantime you're trying to attack. It gets really hectic at moments like that. There he is, yeah. Ooh. I'm not even sure if my units... Oh, they can. See, against a human opponent, you probably should have moved this infantry back, but things like this, the AI is not that smart yet. Things like tanks not moving over infantry as well. Like, I can have like 10 infantry units standing in front of them and they will not be crushed. So that's something that needs to be ironed out, but other than that, the AI is doing a pretty good job. Let's see, we've got 3 helicopters, let's just build a few of each of them. And of course, let's build... I need a radar to show the artillery.
Constructing.
Yeah, the pet finding and everything. After all the last games that I played, it's great. I mean, this is the crushing. I mean, look at this. I'm moving next to it, and it's not smart enough to realize it can run over the infantry. That is something I do not like, but I'm still playing a beta, so perhaps it will be fixed. One of the neat features that's in this game, it's not all straightforward. I mean,
Harvester under attack.
you also have the transport helicopter and you can do some funky things with it. I loaded some basic infantry in it right now.
Air control under attack.
And I hope he has no base defenses here. He probably will have, but I'm not sure. Let's land here. The basic infantry has grenades, and look at the damage against buildings. In the meantime, I'm getting destroyed.
Air control destroyed.
No, my air control. How do you dare to do that?
Attack lab under attack. Constructing.
So, the damage the infantry does is amazing. I mean, look at it. And that is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units.
Air control complete.
Imagine you have 2 or 3 helicopters dropping this in the main base. You can also transport tanks. I think it can also transport 6 tanks. So, oh, I've got another. Let's see. I have no idea how much there's loaded up, but let's build some of that units. Of course, we need to top up with a nuke, so I'm gonna build that one just to show it up. Oh, finally they respawn. See, this is something that needs to be... Oh no! I lost my tanks. But anyway, the AI is not bad, but it seems like it's okay. I need to build a certain mass of units and then attack. I've also played against the insane AI, and I've got a really tough time. I'm not sure it's because of the AI cheats or not, but it is really strong. The artillery naturally is strong against infantry, not that much against tanks. Let's build the nuke.
Constructing.
But it's good to have as a backbone in your army. The rocket helicopter is really strong. They're fast. Let's see. Do we have one around? I don't think so. In multiplayer I have not built the MG helicopter because it's more of a scout unit, but it's great to have vision. I mean, look at the speed of this. Well, just to show that
Silo complete.
there is some sort of... They do respond, the harvesters do. It doesn't show as much, but I'll try to show it. The harvesters do respond to attacks from infantry, so they did program it in it. I think they just have to transfer that movement to the tanks. Don't kill my infantry, man. I need it. Alright, let's prove that the harvesters are smart. Hello, I'm killing you. They used to oh no, that's not a smart move, but they used to respond to it. I think I said it's just a bug. It's a better build, so things will change. One of the downsides of playing this right now is that there is only one faction. The developer said that there will be more factions released if the game is sold enough, but yeah, who knows what is sold enough. That could be like 10k or items, but it could also mean 100k of items sold. But it's also fair to say that the online lobby only has a lobby, so you host your games and that's it. I mean, there is no matchmaking, there is no ladder, there is no observer modes, and next to that there are no mod tools either. Oh, there we go. Strong units. But if you compare that to the price, it's only 15 bucks. I think it's fair. I mean, it's more than fair. I think it's fair to say you can hear that I really love this game, and look at this, how crisp and clean. But it has its downsides, but I think this is really a gem. I mean, it looks so much like Command & Conquer, Red Alert 2. Man, I've played that game for ages, and for hours and hours. I still play it occasionally. So it's so great that there is a game that has the same feel around it. Just keep it simple, stupid. There actually is a screenshot of a new faction in the main menu when... let's wait 2 seconds when I drop my nuke. Devastation. I will show the new faction when I'm in the main menu, and it's fun to see what direction they want to go to. So you've got a basic understanding of the game now. It's crisp, it's easy, really easy to learn, but the micro behind it, crushing infantry, the pace, I mean, it's easy to learn how to master, like the good old time. Coming soon, as you can see here, skeletons, orcs, trebuchets, I mean, come on! It's great, man. You've got advanced warfare against medieval and mages. I mean, they want to go bat crazy with this game, and that is something I truly love. So in the end, the verdict. Let's sum it up. I love this game. The response time is great. The fact that it's simple, easy to learn, hard to master, really works well. The support so far is amazing. I've been playing this beta for about a week now, maybe a bit less, and the amount of patches and the feedback they listen to, they're awesome. So good job so far, Petro. And the simple fact that it's really cheap. For just 15 bucks you get your hands on the brand new Command & Conquer. I mean, what do you else want? Fair to say though, there's only one faction when a game is released. There is no ladder, there are no replays, no observer mode, there's no quick match, and no mod support or map maker tools. They did mention, Petroglpyh did, that there will be The features will be added if there is enough demand for it, so ask for it and they will probably add it. Should you buy this game? Yes. This is a no-brainer. Just the single player alone and the co-op campaign is worth 15 bucks. And all the fun you will get in multiplayer is all the extra. So buy the game, and I will see you guys tomorrow, April 22. Because yeah, then the game is out. So thanks for watching and see you guys online.